Okay, my loves, I think I'm live. If you see me, say hello. If you're on the replay, say replay. Oh my goodness. Some of you may know, or probably most of you didn't know, but I was actually quite ill for a couple of days, and I'm just back on my, just feeling myself again. So I really wanted to come on here to send a lot of love and a lot of compassion to all of you. And wherever you are in this world, let it be known that truly, whatever that's happening, we are absolutely going to stand strong and become the catalyst for true change in humanity. I'm calling in the energy of the beautiful goddess of compassion today to sit with us. And you may note that my voice is a little bit different, but I just don't want you to be shocked. I just had a really bad sore throat, and I'm just coming back with my stuffy nose and everything, just feeling like myself again. So thank you for your patience. I'm gonna get into my transmission now. And hello, Nina. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so my love, today I really wanted to talk a little bit about how to use your fear to catalyze change. A lot of times, whenever I speak to a woman, a lot of the questions that really come up is, how is it, I fear this, I fear that, and I am so scared if I do this, then this would happen. I was speaking to a beautiful friend, and when she was telling me about how she wants to really grow her business and really bring her soul mission out into the world, the only thing that's really holding her back, and has been holding her back for years, by the way, is really what she thinks other people would think about her. And that is a big fear, right? And I acknowledge that. I totally do because I've been there myself. I've been in a place where I literally undercharged or kept looking outward outside of me to approve of the price that I should be charging for my work, or whether I should do this, or whether I should even talk about that. And all of those things are truly fear that is standing in your way, that is going to hold you back from really going out there to make a difference, to make an impact, to create an impact that you are actually born to make. So, my mission is really therefore I'm just so passionate about this because we talk a lot about the big things, and I just want to bring us back down a little bit to really what's going on inside of us. Because if you are a healer, a mystic, an artist, a poet, a writer, you have a big mission, and you know that, right? You have this vision of this beautiful world that's free to be peaceful, to be loved, and to show up beautifully and fully. But how that can actually become a reality and just really, stop, what's really stopping us is really the idea that it's only a dream, right? So many of us come from a background and a conditioning where it's almost like you've never even been taught how it's like to be yourself, right? If it's you, say, yes, that's me. I know that, this is something that lots of us have grown up with. We've grown up with not understanding what it means to love ourselves. We've grown up with a lot of conditioning that we need to be certain things in order to be accepted and approved. And if we didn't believe with what the group think is, then we will be ostracized, that we will be cast aside. And I think when it comes to really creating from our hearts and our souls, sometimes it can be really lonely because you're the only person who can see that vision, the only person who can pick up on those little things. And so my question is really, come back to that fear. Come back. We've been really conditioned to run away, to run off whenever there is pain and there's fear, to lament, to say, oh yeah, that's terrible, that's a terrible thing to happen, but that's what can we do? I really want you to just stuff it today and say, yes, I can take a stand. And what I need to do to take a stand, first and foremost, is to take a stand for myself, my dreams, my desires, my work, my sacred gifts. I'm taking a stand for myself. And that is where you go in and you really stop running away from your fears, and you go in and really stop coming up with bullshit excuses that you tell yourselves why you can't do this. Okay? I understand how hard it is because women have been really just being conditioned to struggle. Like we've been told that we need to do this on our own, and if we don't, then we're weak. If we ask for help, we're weak. But we're not meant to be doing this alone. We need to help each other. And if you are ready to see your sisters rise, then you are ready to do this work. Yes, it can be scary. Yes, it can be like, oh my God, I'm going against everything I've been taught. I'm going against everything that I believe to be true, to dive into this alternative world where everything is telling me something that's completely different from my old paradigm beliefs. But here's the thing, the reason why I'm leading so many women into creating that impact that they are born to have, the reason why so many women are attracted to this work is that there is something in your soul that says yes, fucking yes to this. And it's not about being more, it's not about doing more, it's about returning to your wholeness. And this is why I tell my clients all the time, like I always say this, I'm not here to fix you. I'm not here to repair or change you. I'm just here to wake you up to your wholeness. Because you already are whole. You only just need to understand and master the art of shape shifting with your energy. What you want to create, what you want to attract, the relationships, the confidence, the career, the health, even, they are all within you. If it wasn't, you wouldn't be able to perceive that. You wouldn't even want to want that because it wouldn't be your reality. And here's the big kicker, everything in your life, you created that. So what's happening for you is it's allowing you to continue to awaken to your soul purpose. And I said this yesterday, and I'm going to say this again. Your soul purpose is not what you're doing as a career or a space holder, as a healer or whatever. Your soul purpose is really what you are. What you are cannot be taken away by anyone else. Nobody can take that away from you. It's innately you. And you shift and change according to that soul purpose. You keep going closer and closer to that. No matter what you're doing, you can be drinking, eating, or laughing and having fun. You're also inching ever closer to your soul purpose. Because here's the thing, if you are struggling, if you're really like living in deep suffering, then you're not living in alignment. You're not in alignment with your soul purpose. It's as simple as that. And I want you to now just release that deep pain of not being in alignment and beating yourself up and guilting yourself for not being in alignment or for not getting it, for not understanding and suffering and suffering and suffering. I want you to really release that energy here and now. Because what's on the other side is literally just reaching out and getting the guidance that you need to take you from this energy sapping reality to truly live in full abundance. Limitless potential, limitless abundance, it's all there for you. It's not about who gets a piece of this pie, and if I take this much, then they won't take much of it. They won't have enough left. No, no, no. We need to stop living in this old paradigm because it's time. And that is the reason why you can't seem to go forward is merely that you are still living in that old paradigm and it needs to stop now. So how do you use your fear to catalyze change? Fear is actually a deeply beautiful thing. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It is still painful. It's still hard sometimes, hard as fuck for me to look into those places. But what I realized working with lots and lots of women through their abuse and their not enoughness, their people pleasing ways, their comparisonitis, their sisterhood wounds, their generational wounds, is that once we're able to embrace the fears, the judgment that we have for ourselves and others, once we are ready to release the victimhood stories, yeah, something beautiful is birthed because you are finally allowing yourself to let go of those things that you're meant to let go for a long time now, but you're just holding on to it because you fear what you're going to see on the other side is nothing. But the truth is, if you don't let go of those scarcity and fear of resentment and ostracization, you're gonna become so unhappy if you're not already unhappy. Let's face it, if you're living in a life where you think that being unhappy is a normal thing, I want you to snap right out of that right now, too. Because the truth is, you are meant to live a beautiful life. And the reason why most of the world doesn't is because they've never even been shown how it's like to be yourself. What is it like to be yourself? Right? If you tapped in, truly ask yourself, what is it like to be myself? Why am I always shape shifting myself to manipulating my own sacred container to please others? What is it in me that's playing up to the old belief that I don't deserve to be supported, that I don't deserve to be held? Why am I so ashamed of being witnessed? Why am I so ashamed that I feel like an imposter when I put my work out there? Why am I so guilty about asking for what I truly want? All of these questions compound to the fact that you just simply need to release that victimhood story and realize that help is on its way. Support is here for you, right here, right now. And the women who come to me, they are there. They're like, I'm so done with struggling. I'm done and I'm ready to take responsibility for all my sufferings and my traumas and my karmic wounds. And I'm going to get the help that I need. And that help is basically a teaching to understand how to work with your own energy, how to shape shift and quantum leap into the reality that you desire. Because you get to choose. You're always the one who makes the final decision. Do you want to be the creator of your life? Or do you want to live in a life that is created by others and you're just playing second fiddle? Not knowing when is your next scene, right? Not knowing which episode you're gonna get killed. It's really, really, really simple. Because here's the thing, like lots of people are asleep to, is that you are the creator of your life. You get to decide. And you know those painful moments where you're like, oh my God, I'm so scared. I don't know if I should make the jump. Should I make the leap? You need to come back to really the clearest understanding that all you're doing here is to get the teachings that you need, learn from the best, learn to really master your energy, learn to return to self-love, and get going to create the soul purpose, creating that in your reality. That's it. What you learn, for example, I say this to my clients all the time, is that what you learn here is literally for life wherever you are, and we are always constantly spiraling upward. We're never contracting back into the original state. We're always expanding, but we need to really anchor in our reality. And the most of the world, the problem is that most of the people don't understand how this works. Hello, Bobby. I think that's your name. If that's your name, please let me know. Yes, yes, hello. Just want to know all of your real names because I always see you all on Instagram, but I don't know. I don't communicate with you all, and that's why I love coming on live and chatting with you all. And by the way, if you want the replay, you can pop into the Siren Goddess Collective. It's absolutely free on Facebook. The link is in my bio. And you'll get to watch all the replays and all the free resources I have there, okay? So back to what I was talking about. I'm just in such a flow here. I just don't I just don't know where to pick up again. But what I'm saying here is really if you can't face your fears are going to run you and they're going to run you into the ground eventually. And what's going to happen is this energetic block is going to appear in your physical body as a form of illness, a form of injury, accident. It's all happening to show you that you have to come into alignment with your soul purpose. Bobby, hello, sending you kisses. All right, so I really wanted to come on here, and I said at the beginning of this chat, this live, the goddess of compassion. The goddess of compassion is with us. And I want you to know this. Compassion is not a weakness. Don't ever mistake compassion with sympathy. It's a very different ballgame. It's a very different energy. And when I call in the goddess of compassion, I'm asking you to rise. I'm telling you that I'm here for you. I'm in the trenches with you, and I want to call you to rise. Stop staying in the vibration of, I don't know how to do this. Look, if you can just drop the idea that you don't know how to do this, it's the first big step. And I'm gifting that to you today. Release that energy here, now. And get the help and the support you need because you're not meant to do this alone. We are this universal cosmic being, and we manifested this constellation of people around us to support us to get ever closer to our soul purpose. Hello, Sandwick Hill Studios. Again, I would love to know what your real name is. If you'd like to share that, I'll be very, very honored and grateful. Okay, so one last thing I'm going to impart to you is that I work with a lot of artists, poets, writers, and healers. And these beautiful creative femme mystics and artists have one thing in common. That is the fear of going into the dark places where the fear is. You may feel that you create from a place of heart, but I'm gonna tell you, if you are running away from something in your life, or you're leaving projects half done, or you're feeling like you're manipulating your response to someone else, perhaps, people that you work with, or clients, or loved ones, some of you have great careers, amazing careers, but something in your personal life is always trying to vie for your attention, right? If that is you, let me know. Hi, Kirsty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So if you're an artist, healer, poet, writer, please let me know as well. Let me know what you do. I would love to just send loving goddess of compassion blessings to you as well. So I want you to know that my work is really in alchemy. And alchemical healing is very different from restorative healing. I'm just going to talk a little bit about that and how that applies to you in your work. Alchemical healing relies a lot. Hi, beautiful, soulfully Sammy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, alchemical healing is very different from restorative healing. Why? Because restorative healing is not that I'm bashing it. I say this with complete love. It's got all these perks. Restorative healing just does the work of going in, checking in on what your problems are, and then kind of doing the work on the problem. It can be something like acupuncture, it can be something like massage, Reiki, healing. And what they do is they take away the problem. But if the healing is not sustained through time, the problem comes back. Okay? Hi, beautiful Sammy. Good morning to you. Is it morning where you are? Where are you dialing into? I'm in the UK. I'm in Edinburgh, so it's almost 2 p.m. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, and then now I'm going to go into alchemical healing. And alchemical healing is really different, and it takes it takes you on a beautiful journey where you actually are required to co-create that with me as your alchemist. So what that means is we're going to go into a deep journey into your darkest parts and really, really extract the gold from the lead, as we will put it as an alchemist. In an alchemical way, alchemist, like an alchemist that we would be saying we are going to extract the gold from the lead. So what happens in alchemical healing is that you are going to see your so-called weaknesses and turn them into purpose. Transmuting pain into purpose is my superpowers. And because I have done it before with myself, I've gone really deep into my own healing. If you don't know me, my name is Ling, and 555. What a gorgeous time. 555. Angels are with us as well as the goddess of compassion, right? So if you don't know me, my name is Ling. I'm a divine energy alchemist and a mystic, a ceremonial keeper of the ancient ways of the tea. And what I really talk about when I talk about alchemical healing is from an experience of working with shamans and mystics, and also a teacher who actually is truly a pioneer in bioenergetic healing who bridges science and spirituality. And that is how I came into a place where I fully owned my own power. But before that, I actually suffered from 10 years of anorexia. And zero self-worth was really pretty much my entire life as a human being until I fully recovered. I still lived with the zero self-worth, and I realized that what really caused my body dysmorphia and all the disorders that I lived with was only truly a catalyst for me to look into my deepest fears. And my deepest fears were very much like abandonment. I was people pleasing all the time. And like I said at the beginning of this chat, like I truly undercharged for my work when I started doing the soul work that I'm doing right now. And also not even charging because I just felt like I wasn't worthy. And I had all these palpitations and fears that nobody would turn up. And now I'm sitting here talking to you because I'm here truly as a sacred mentor who's been helping women to rise unapologetically and share their sacred work fully and unapologetically so that they can create the impact that they are born to have. And that impact can land very differently for all of you, right? It can be a confidence thing, it could be health, it could be a career. But let's really, at the beginning of this live, like I said, let's get back to really the root of it. Why are so many women not showing up? Why are so many women lost? Right? Why are so many women people pleasing, knowing that it's really not the way to live, but still living in that way? The truth is that you just need to understand and awaken what deep self-love is in you. And it can be different for every person. Nobody is the same, but the way to that is pretty much the mastery of energy. We're going to discard all we know about the old paradigm, yeah, and really come into this place as an energetic human being and remember our cosmic brilliance. We're going to remember ourselves as a cosmic being, work with our energy, and start to tap into the limitless source where creative abundance flows all day, every day for you. And of course, the work it has to be done. You have to be ready to take up that responsibility and say full yes to really owning the fact that you are the creator of your life. Because if you keep looking outward and saying, this person did this to me, or I can't do this because this person's like this, or I can't do that because I don't have this, I can't do that because I don't have this is such a big thing that I hear. I keep hearing this from so many women, and I'm asking you now, with the help of the goddess of compassion, to drop that now, today. Really end that. Hello, beautiful friend, my beautiful sister. Hi, Savvy. I just saw you as well. So, my loves, please, please, please know this. It is not weak to reach out and get the guidance that you need to take you from where you are to where you want to be. It's really, really important to understand that it is really time for us to stop having our energy being sapped away by things that are not even worthy of our attention. Really. Thank you, Sammy. Yes, yes, yes. We'll chat again. And for all of you, if you're ready to rise, I invite you to apply for a free heart-to-heart chat with me. It's where I really provide you with a roadmap that's truly cosmically downloaded to take you from where you are to where you want to be. There is no obligation to buy. I don't talk about anything about working with me unless I get your permission. What you really want to do is be ready, get yourself out of that scarcity mindset, get yourself out of fear once and for all, and learn how to use your fear, how to transmute your fear into purpose. And that is what I'm here for. Okay. So if you're ready for the support, the link is in my bio. Book a call right now and let's chat. What's the wait? What are you waiting for? Okay. Mwah, big kisses, and I will see you soon. Bye.